Want to have your clip featured in the Skyrim Clip of the Week? Simply record the clip on your Xbox and then send it to me via message. My gamertag is iRyanI, that's IRYENI, and then you can message it to me over Xbox and I'll be able to view it. I look forward to seeing the clips that you guys send me. Now moving on to the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan, and welcome back to another episode of Modded Monday. We're on week number 285 now, guys. I've picked out 5 new mods for you guys to check out, and perhaps add them to your load order if you find them interesting. But like always, before we jump into them, I want to remind you guys that I'm partnered with GamerSupps, which in my opinion is the best energy drink on the market, so if that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to check out the link in the description where you can go to their store page, and you can also use the code RTD for a 10% discount on all your purchases. I also want to say, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any brand new mods each and every single week. Now that all that's out of the way, we can jump into this week's mods, and starting us off we have a simple mod called the Every Town a Temple mod. Now the mod page reads that the one basic element that even small settlements are built around is a place of worship. Yet in Skyrim, 4-hold capitals don't even have that much. This mod adds temples to Falkreath, Dawnstar, Morthul, Ivarstead, Riverwood, Rorikstead, and Dragonbridge, and even a shrine to Winterhold. In Falkreath, you have the Temple of Arkay, which has been added, and then in Dawnstar, you have the Temple of Zenithar, which is also compatible with the Nordic Dawnstar overhaul, so that's very good. Then you have the Morthul Temple of Stendar. In Winterhold, like I said, you have a shrine to Julianos, because Winterhold doesn't get its temple, as it fell into the sea 80 years ago. However, there's a small shrine in the mountains just past the outside western entrance, and it's compatible with the great city of Winterhold too, so this mod's compatible with a bunch of different other mods out there, so that's really awesome. After that, you have the Ivarstead Temple, which is the Temple of the Voice, with shrines to Akatosh, Kinnereth, and Talos. And then you have Riverwood, which has the Riverwood Temple, dedicated to Mara and Zenithar. In Rorikstead, you have the Rorikstead Temple, which is closed indefinitely by the order of the Jarl. In the Dragonbridge area, you have the Dragonbridge Temple, dedicated to Akatosh. And finally, they plan on updating this mod in the future, adding temples to Kynesgrove as well as the Grey Quarter. And this mod is extremely compatible and very useful with other religion mods that you may have out there. I, for one, am using the Common Ground mod pack, which comes with a bunch of different religion mods, so I get a bunch of extra buffs whenever I go up to shrines. That's what you're seeing whenever I go and activate these shrines along this big pilgrimage that I was making to all these temples. But I really like the way that this mod brings everything together. It has all the temples in every single city, and they look really good. They blend in very nice. They don't really, stick out in every town. They actually feel like they belong there, and that's definitely why this mod's featured here at number 5 spot this week. So if you're looking to start a religious playthrough, or maybe you already have one and you just want a better way of using that and actually getting your buffs faster, then the Every Town a Temple is definitely a mod I'd recommend checking out. So go download it and add it to your next playthrough of Skyrim. Coming in at the number 4 spot this week, we have a brand new, amazing looking player home called the Ivy Treehouse. And the mod page reads that the Ivy Treehouse is a small house in its own world space. You can travel there as soon as you download the mod. All you have to do is get to the fast travel globe, which is located in Helga's bunkhouse, in her bedroom on top of the wardrobe. It features all of the crafting stations, a bed for you, your spouse, as well as 6 children and a follower. It also has safe storage and 360 degrees of interesting views. There's also merchants living in the world for your convenience and a house to park your family. And you can craft what you want and store your stuff in any of these linked containers. All of the accessible containers in the mod are safe and will not respawn, and it features almost 70% of custom meshes built specifically for this location, so it's a very unique and beautiful area to live in. There's also archery targets to practice and a teleport system to reach each target for arrow retrieval, and as you can see as I'm giving you guys a brief little showcase of everything that this mod has to offer, there's tons to see here and tons of different levels that you can travel to, and I really like how the vendors that live inside of this own world space for your player home actually also have their own buildings to sleep in and store stuff in. I think that's very cool. They all have their own little cottage inside of this mod, and even moving on from there, they have tons of different inventories that you can scroll, buy stuff, and sell things from, from the comfort of your own world space. And I haven't even mentioned the actual player home itself. This Ivy Treehouse is beautiful. I really love how everything's set up, and there's tons of stuff that you can also put on display, and this own world space gives you tons of customization options, depending on what type of world building mods you're using, or other different types of customizable mods whenever you're building a player home. There's so much to do inside of the Ivy Treehouse, and with you having your own world space outside of Skyrim, you can do whatever you'd like with this area, and that's definitely why the Ivy Treehouse is featured at our number 4 spot this week, so I'd strongly recommend downloading and becoming the proud new owner of the Ivy Treehouse mod. Coming in at the number 3 spot this week, I wanted to include some festive mods coming up on Christmas here, and here we have it. It's Christmas in Skyrim. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. This is a brand new mod pack that adds a couple new mods into the game that bring a festive feel to Skyrim, and the mod page reads that Santa Pauli has come to town very early this year, bringing you lots of presents, all festive themed, some naughty and some nice, that I'm sure the unofficial mod police will come checking them twice. All silly banter aside, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays everyone, and they originally planned on releasing these festive mods on Christmas Eve, but they won't be online much over the Christmas period or have time to upload much, so it was either now or never. But it's always great to have it now because we have a couple more weeks until Christmas, so we'll get to enjoy our festive Christmas activities, and I really love what this mod brings into Skyrim. So, what's this bundle all about? Well, first of all, we have the amazing Cirillo Christmas in Skyrim mod, which turns most of Tamriel into a Christmas-themed Tamriel. Complete with decorations in all major cities and towns, unique foods and drinks to buy, special quests to do, and even singing carolers to annoy or entertain you. Next up, we have 2 other mods called the Candy Cane Villages, as well as the Winter Satyralia Christmas textures, which gives homes and shops a Christmas makeover with red and white timber. Even some of the Blacksmith Forge objects get a Christmas makeover too. And then these other mods allow you to create and place Christmas decorations like presents, trees, snowmen, and more, anywhere you'd like, and they even stand up if they fall over. The final mod in this mod pack is the Snowy Landscapes and Snowy Regions mod, which adds more snow to roads and regions that already have snow. And this is the closest they could find to a winter overhaul, as sadly they couldn't get permission to port any other winter overhauling mods. But nonetheless, this is a great mod pack that's been put together to bring Christmas to Skyrim, and it does a great job of doing this because, I mean, just look at these new areas that I'm exploring. I mean, yeah, they are the same area as before, but everything has a brand new Christmas makeover, and this is definitely compatible with other mods that you have out there because I just kind of threw this into my load order without really deleting too much, and it worked perfectly. Now, all in all, I think this is a great mod to add into the game now that we're approaching Christmas very soon, so if you want to get your festive playthrough of Skyrim, now's definitely the time, and that's definitely why the It's Christmas in Skyrim, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays mod comes in at our number 3 spot this week, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it and patiently waiting for Santa to appear in your Skyrim game. Coming in at the number 2 spot this week, we have a continuation of the number 3 spot that we just covered, and it adds even more festive things into Skyrim, including a brand new questline that's fully voiced. This is the It's Christmas in Skyrim Bad Santa add-on bundle mod. And the mod page reads that I've hoped to include these mods in the first bundle, It's Christmas in Skyrim, but they wouldn't all merge and play nice. So then I thought of making a naughty bundle, an example this Bad Santa mod here, and I also tried to get other mods included. But on the plus side, Santanism is one of the funniest mods I've ever played, and it won't be for everyone's taste and it may offend some with its language and themes, so be warned before you jump into this quest mod. If, however, you're up for the challenge, love a good laugh, and want to meet Santa, then download this mod and embark on this brand new journey. And a special Merry Christmas from the creators of the well-respected gameplay and enhancing mods such as Manmouth and the Whale Cattle. To celebrate our most heathen holiday traditions, we bring you a story of love, friendship, and fulfilling childhood dreams. 'Tis the season to be folly, and there's a rumor spreading across Skyrim. Everywhere you go, you'll see a sparkle of hope in people's eyes, and a glooming sense of jolly festivity will radiate from even the most barren of wastelands. And even at its most distant corners, people are whispering of his return. They say a lonely and humble carpenter is called for assistance, and will generously take anyone who accepts his offer with him to meet Santa himself. Of course, you don't have to answer his call, but it'll surely help you get on the nice list. This mod features a unique Christmas-themed island filled with equal parts of cozy and spooky locations, 4 story-based quests and exciting characters to interact with, 1 follower with unique appearances, voices, and spells, a custom-made, extremely extremely lovable mount, 5 epic boss fights, a fully voiced experience featuring 244 lines of custom dialogue, and lots of Christmas-themed creatures, weapons, armors, textures, music, and even Kettleman too. Now to start this quest mod, you can go to Dawnstar and walk northeast past the museum, where you'll find Joshua by a campfire. You can then speak to him to start the quest. Now obviously, to get this mod working, you're going to have the number 3 spot that we already covered, the It's Christmas in Skyrim Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays mod. So once you have that installed, you can then install this bundle and get started on your festive adventure. This is a brilliant quest mod, and that's definitely why it's featured here at a number 2 spot this week, so I'd strongly recommend downloading the It's Christmas in Skyrim Bad Santa add-on bundle and trying it out in your next festive playthrough of Skyrim. Coming in at the number 1 spot this week, we have a brand new amazing mod pack that aims to transform all of the armor, weapons, and clothing in Skyrim all within one simple mod pack here. And not only does it replace the ones that already exist in Skyrim, it also adds new ones that are very popular on the mod page and allows you to see them all throughout the world on NPCs as well. This is the Omen Armor, Weapons, and Clothing mod, and it's one of my favorite new armor, weapons, and clothing mods and just overhauls in general because of just how much it adds into the game. I know it comes in at 673.62 megabytes, so that's definitely a lot of memory space in our load orders here, but this is really the only mod you're going to need for all weapons, armor, and clothing because of just how much it includes here. Starting off, we have new Dragon Priest masks, a Blade of Woe replacer, the Ebony-inspired Nightingale, Heavy Nightingale, tons of Nightingale armor mods in here, the Dark Brotherhood armor replacer, new types of Ebony armor, including the one that I always wear inside of these top 5 mod showcases. I know you guys always ask what type of Ebony armor I'm wearing, and in the past I used an Elven armor with a red cape that you'll also see in this showcase here. This is the mod that both of those armor sets kinda came from. I mean, of course, it's a separate mod and this is put into a bundle now, but this is the exact same mod, so if you wanted my Elven armor that I used to wear or my Ebony armor, this is the mod that includes it. And then also we have the reshaped Blades armor, different types of Dark Brotherhood robes, different scale armor, the new Fireglass armor, which looks really badass, the Ebony Knight armor, the Nordic Fur armor, fitted Ebony armor, new Nightingale greatswords and weapons, blackened steel armor. There's so many different types of armor, weapons, and clothing inside of here, and I haven't even really touched on the clothing yet. Every single type of beggar, different type of NPC, maybe it's a vendor, a shopkeeper, or you're just walking around town and you see some townspeople just walking and talking with each other, all of the clothes that they have on, as well as everything that they wear, or different types of headgear, that type of stuff, all will also have brand new textures. So this really covers everything that you're going to need, all within one simple mod here, and I absolutely love it. And with this mod coming in with hundreds of new items, it would be almost impossible for me to showcase all of them, so I'm just going to show you some of my favorites here, and then later on, if you're interested by some of the armors, you guys can download it for yourself and try out the other weapons and armor that I haven't maybe showcased in here. But all in all, this is an absolutely huge mod pack that I may as well add to the next load order because it covers everything we're going to need all in one simple mod. So this is kind of a no-brainer here, and that's definitely why the Omen Armor, Weapons, and Clothing mod comes in at our number 1 spot this week, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it and completely transforming your arsenal in your next playthrough of Skyrim. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods you'd like me to cover in future top 5 mod episodes, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can join our Discord. I'll be sure to leave the Discord link in the description as well as the pinned comment so you can join us on there and leave mod suggestions there as well. Special shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys later.